And final day of our fun quest. Who has had fun with me? Please, somebody better raise their hand. Welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here. In case you don't know who I am, and after our 3 long days together, no, very short days together, I am Haley Hoover, an intuitive artist and success coach. I help women live out their biggest, wildest dreams with fun, enthusiasm, and flow. My work has been featured on Hypnozine, Thrive Global, and Elephant Journal, among many others. I'm a #1 new release Amazon author and host of the Sparkling Hippie podcast show. So if you haven't checked that out, go find me over there on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. So today, I'm super excited about this, guys. So over the course of the last 3 days, we have really dug deep in a very short amount of time, talking about why the heck you're stuck, why you aren't feeling your most aligned, your most fabulous, your most enthusiastic self, right? We talked about the 3 rules of living on day 1. And on day 2, we talked about how you're self-sabotaging yourself and who's to blame here and what to do about it. And then yesterday, we talked about how you need to update your operating system, not your computer, right? So if you haven't watched yesterday's video, that is super, super important. So please watch that. I want you to understand the iceberg analogy and the computer analogy so that you can understand why this work is so important. So yesterday was really kind of like, well, all 3 days have been pretty powerful, I will say. But yesterday was definitely like the big drop the mic, here's the issue, and today I'm going to tell you how to solve it. So first of all, so this is like what I'm going to just briefly go over today, how to expand into your best life. So you're here because you feel stuck. You're here because you can't get your business off the ground, or you find yourself repeatedly starting projects and not following through, not finishing them. We're here because you want to grow or expand into a bigger vision of yourself, and something consistently stops you. You hit a plateau. You're not where you want to be, and you don't know why. Maybe you feel stuck in your relationship. Maybe you feel stuck in your business, or maybe you just don't like your job. You don't like your life. Maybe you're just unhappy and you don't know why. That's what we're here to talk about. I'm ready to change that for you if you're ready to change. So today we're going to talk about the new model for success. We're going to talk about the expansion cycle and the 1 shift you need to make in order to succeed. So again, if you haven't watched the previous videos from the quest, go ahead and watch those first, or else this is not going to make much sense. So this is you right now, right? So you get an idea, and rather than just moving forward on the idea, you probably don't realize this, but you're indirectly hit with self-sabotage, procrastination, doubt, fear, worries come to the surface. You start worrying, what if I'm not good enough? What if no one shows up? AKA you are stuck, right? So what happens? Well, after you finish self-sabotaging that beautiful idea, you're like, oh, hey, I've got another idea. So you think of all this excitement builds and like, oh, what if I did this? What if I did this? Oh, this is going to get me where I need to go. You feel good, right? And then what happens? You get critical on yourself. It's not perfect. It's not the perfect time. The stars aren't aligned for me yet, and I'm just not there, and I don't feel comfortable speaking or whatever. All these little mind tricks that your subconscious plays that you don't even realize is keeping you stuck. And so we repeat the cycle. I love this slide. We repeat the cycle again and again and again and again. You're going in circle, you're chasing your tail, and you're not getting anywhere. Please, can you let me know if this is resonating with you? Is this you? Like, do you find yourself doing this? Do you find yourself starting and stopping courses, never finishing them? Do you find yourself for me, it was like I always wanted to write a book. So I had like 8 manuscripts. None of them ever got finished. None of them ever left my computer screen. I could never follow through. My podcast, I mentioned that earlier. This was something I wanted to do for years, and I kept doing more and more research, and I did like all the design work for like 3 different podcasts. They never got off the ground. I never could finish them, and I didn't know why. Well, if you watched the videos earlier in this fun quest, you will realize that, it's your subconscious mindset. It's your old, outdated beliefs keeping you stuck. That's what was keeping me stuck for almost a decade. That's what's keeping you stuck. And this is going to affect you at any age, right? So I would say, I was like 21 and dealing with this. Like, so it's not like, oh, you're too young to have mind. No, age doesn't matter. Also, this never goes away, right? So every time you want to expand, remember our quote from Dr. Gay Hendricks, every time you want to expand, your success thermometer, whatever it's set at, it's going to go off until you reprogram it to reach for bigger, to reach for more, right? And this isn't conscious mindset. This isn't doing affirmations and posting a positive sticky note on the wall. That's great, but none of that's going to work until you do the subconscious mindset work, right? So here's the old model in a different way. So again, you get the idea, you sabotage yourself somehow, and you probably like to blame other people. If you're like me, you're like, oh, I don't do it. It's, it's because of where I live, or it's because of, I don't have any money, or whatever. But you're self-sabotaging yourself, okay? We killed that lie on day 2. Take a look in the mirror. You're the only thing standing in your own way. If you can realize that, we can move on. We can get going. And then, so of course, that leads you to wonder if something's wrong with you. And so you go into this downward spiral of feeling uninspired. You feel stuck. You feel overwhelmed. You feel stressed. You're probably, if you're starting a business, you're in that kind of what's next? What do I work on? What do I do? I don't know. You're just kind of like swimming in circles, right? Also, I know a lot of really brilliant creatives who struggle with this, and they're, they just never get the book done. They never, what am I trying to say? Apply for a publishing contract. They never share their artwork, right? Because they're too critical. It's not ever finished, and they have these very critical thoughts about themselves. It's not good enough, right? So what happens then, this may seem like not a big deal, right? You're like, Haley, it's not the end of the world if my book never sees the light of day, or whatever you're working on. This is life stuff too, right? Like, it's not the end of the world if I don't start my dream business and I stay in my 9 to 5. Okay, you think that, but let me take you on a little journey. If you're feeling whatever your big idea is, your big dream, right? Maybe I should change idea to dream. Whatever your big dream is, if you're not paying attention to that, so you're self-sabotaging it or just completely ignoring it, you're feeling yucky. Like, that's the best way I know to describe it. You're feeling yucky. You're feeling stressed, feeling cringy, scratchy, like, ugh, you're not yourself, right? What do you think's going to happen? You're not going to be your most full, vibrant, aligned self at your 9 to 5. You're going to be, even if you try to change it, you try to ignore it, whatever, you're still going to be somewhat crabby. You're living less than your fullest expression. What do you think is going to happen with your relationship with your significant other? That's going to have some strain. You know why? Because you're putting strain on yourself. You're being too critical on yourself. So that is going to come out in your closest relationships. What about for those of you who have children? Or even, maybe you're really close to your family like I am, like your parents, your grandparents. How are you going to relate to them when you're coming from a place of this overwhelm, stuck, uninspiredness? You're going to relate to them with a half, can't say that word, a watered down version of yourself. Is that how you want to show up in life? And you can leave a comment. You can email me. But I'm asking you honestly, I'm asking you to ask yourself that. Is that how you really want to go through life? A watered down version of yourself in your dreams, in your career, in your relationships? Is that the model you want to set for future generations? Again, if you have kids, is that how you really want to be? And your kids grow up and say, oh yeah, mommy had really big dreams, but She tried, it failed. She tried, it failed. Then she just quit trying. Is that who you want to be? I feel like when I go into these guys, I feel like I'm preaching. I get like sweaty and like excited. But it's because I believe in this work and because I know it's important. I'm passionate about it, which is why we're going to keep going. I want to introduce you the new model. So the new model for success, you get an idea, you take aligned, very important word there, aligned action toward this idea, action that feels good, that isn't forced, that isn't stressful or pressured or crazy. So you're going to take aligned action, and then what? That idea is going to become a reality. That dream becomes your reality. What do you think happens when your dreams become a reality, folks? What do you think happens? It's so exciting. I've been there. I'm doing it. You feel happy. You feel fulfilled. You feel successful because you're spending your time doing what you want to be doing instead of wasting years of your life running in circles, chasing your tail, and going nowhere. If that sounds harsh, good, because it's true. When you expand, right? Remember day one, when you expand and grow into your divine dreams, I believe our desires, our dreams, our ideas are divinely given to us from God, right? From source. Because we don't come up with these things on our own. They're dropped down to us, right? And if we're being given these dreams, they're obviously 100% meant for us, or else we wouldn't have been given them. Okay? Your dreams are a gift from God. You need to take them seriously. You need to get over yourself, get over your subconscious mindset blocks so that you can be the best version of yourself, so you can show up for the best version of yourself at your job, with your kids, with your spouse, with your friends. Let's talk about friends. Don't you want to be a true, honest, amazing friend? You don't want to bring all your baggage to the relationship, constantly criticizing yourself, so you're criticizing them. No, you want to be the best version of yourself possible. That's the new model. Woo! So let's look at the expansion cycle. So this is a consistent flow. This is the foundation. This is fundamental for the work that I do with my clients. This is the work that I'm going to share with you here in just a few minutes. This is what has to happen, right? So we dream big. We get the big idea. It comes to us. We're divinely gifted it. Then every single time we have to move away those blocks. You have to get over the whole idea that you're not good enough. You don't have what it takes. You need more time, you need more money. This whole put it in the someday box. Someday box. Not Sunday. Someday. Right? We have to move those blocks. Once we move those blocks, we have to show up. We have to put ourselves out there. Be seen. Okay? And then we have to trust. We have to let go a little bit. We have to go with the flow. We have to trust that God's going to take care of it. Everything's going to work out. And that's how success happens. I mean, if you want my definition of success, listen to the podcast. But then guess what? From there, it doesn't stop. We have another big idea, a big dream. Guess what? You're going to have more blocks. This is a consistent cycle. I've been doing this work for about 4 years now. And I, Haley Hoover, consistently go back to this work. Every time I want to up-level my life, every time I want to take a new approach to something I'm doing in my business, a new idea, I have to go back to this work. This never ends. I'm talking multi-millionaire celebrities do this work. This is how you expand. So this is what you've been taught, okay? And it's wrong. So FYI, if you don't agree with me, it's okay. You're not there yet, and that's all right. So we're taught, we start at the bottom of the pyramid. We got to work really, really hard, right? Often for a lot of years, a long time, right? We got to work hard. We got to do a lot of research. And then we got to put in all these marketing efforts and all these tactics. I hate that word. Strategies. and the top of the pyramid, long hours, right? The longer you work, the longer hours, oh, we just praise you. Society just loves it because you're, working whatever, 10s and 20s and 40s every day. I don't know. But whatever, this is the path, and we're taught from a young age, if we do this, then we'll be successful. Okay, that may have worked in the old days. That may work with people who aren't spiritually in tuned, but the new model isn't this. In his book, Tim Ferriss talks about, in the 4-Hour Work Week, his name is book, he talks about the new rich and the old rich. The old rich, this was the method. The new rich, totally different. We follow our excitement, we follow our joy, and we do what lights us up. Okay? So here's the new method. This is the behind the scenes stuff that you're not being told by society. Okay, CNN don't talk about this, right? So the foundation here, instead of hard work, it's subconscious mindset. I'm not kidding you. If there's a secret sauce in the world, this is it. This is the best thing I've ever done for myself, was this work, and this is the only thing that's ever made a difference for me in my business and my life. Subconscious mindset. This is an old closet that's in the back of your house. It's cluttered with stuff from when you were 3 years old all the way up, and all the time you're putting more and more crap in there. But if you never stop and look through that closet and clean it out and make space, you're going to stay crammed full of stuff that you don't even need, stuff that's not serving you, stuff that's holding you back. So we're going to work through, we're going to clean out that closet. We're going to make space so you can be bigger, better, more aligned, more happy, more fulfilled. Then step 2, we're going to dream big. Because see, that's the thing. You can't even dream big because you don't even realize you're holding yourself back. So then we're going to dream really big. Then I want to talk about money mindset. That's the second best thing that I've ever invested in myself, is money mindset. I'm not talking about the practical, how to budget, how to start a 401k, although that's very important too. I'm talking about charging what you're worth. I'm talking about investing in yourself. All that stuff where we love to make excuses. Remember the holy trinity of stuckness? I don't have enough money. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the mindset behind that and how that's keeping you stuck. So we're going to clear that out. Then we're going to get into flow, alignment, trusting. So it has to feel good. It has to feel good, or why do it? Honestly, that's one of my rules for living, right? Like, life is about joy. Everything else is hogwash. Okay, and the final top of the pyramid is to go out and be seen. This is self-expression. This is starting the podcast, writing the book. Maybe it's, calling a friend or reaching out, but it's actually taking action steps toward this new way of being, this new expansion. So real quick, I want to show you, if we took out, so that bottom piece, subconscious mindset, if we took that out of the pyramid, and you're dreaming big, and you've got the money mindset, and you're in flow, and you're taking action, and maybe you're even combining it with the old model of long hours, and tactics, and marketing, research, and hard work. Without that foundational piece, guys, it doesn't matter. You're spinning your wheels. And if you don't believe me, take a long look at your past success and failures. Look at where you get stuck every time. Tell me it's not your subconscious mindset. You can't, because it is. So that's why I'm telling you, this is foundational to the new path to success. It's foundational to the old path to success, even if you don't want this one. This is the work you have to do in order to move forward. Oops. Whew. Okay. All right. So that being said, I'm offering you a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This is the course I developed 3 to 4 years ago. I haven't promoted it a lot because honestly, I've been working on my own self. But I'm been nudged a whole lot by Spirit lately to bring it back out, to offer it again in a new way, and just do it. You know what I mean? I feel like every person on the planet should do this work. Whether you're starting a business, maybe you're jumping into dating, you have limiting subconscious mindset beliefs around dating, what you're worth. Maybe you want a career change, whatever you're doing. Maybe you've been in business, you're a 7-figure CEO, and you want to go bigger and you're stuck. Whatever the case is, this is the work. This is what I'm offering, guys. 4 weeks, we're going to declutter your mental closet. We're going to have 4 in-depth journaling journeys. Those will be done on your own time. But then I'm going to come in live with you 4 times on a Q&A call. We're going to have a private Facebook group. You'll be able to show up, ask questions, and really get some in-person coaching on the matter. So yeah, that's actually me, Haley Hoover, the Subconscious Mindset Master. Hello. So we're going to uncover the sneaky blocks. What's keeping you stuck? Why are you not expanding? Why are you still afraid to go live on Facebook? Why are you still afraid to start your podcast? Whatever is going on. This is going to help you grow your business more than anything else on the market. 100% fact, you guys. Read the fine print. You think you need more strategy. You think you need to invest in, all these programs, how to market your business, how to grow your business. What you really need is an updated mental operating system. I'm going to call that MOS. This is what you need. Until you do this foundational work, nothing else is going to matter. Promise. So I ran this course a couple years ago. Last year. I ran this course last year as a beta run. I had 4 participants. Well, I had 6, ended up being 4. I wanted to share a couple of their thoughts with you guys. We did this course together. Sharon, one of my participants, said this program has given me courage and freedom to dream about new possibilities. Janet said working through the modules was an invaluable experience. Haley had a wonderful way of pulling me even further through conversations about the module work. My time with Haley brought me an even greater connection with mind, body, and spirit. And last, Annie reached out to me and said, I can't explain it, but I know I'm a different person because of you. I'm going to cry just reading it. Truthfully, I wouldn't even be surprised if these ladies did it again. You know why? Because like I said, it's a spiral. It's a cycle. You're always going to be expanding. You're always going to be needing to clear out that closet so you can keep growing and keep glowing as the most beautiful version of yourself. Truth be told, guys, I'm just following my divine nudges. I want to offer more with this course. So right now it's 4 modules, 4 weeks, whatever, super easy. I want to go deeper. So for my bonuses special for you today, we're going to talk about money mindset. We're going to talk about going with the flow, and we're going to talk about that top level of the pyramid. Be seen, get yourself out there, and really showing up to the idea, the dream that you have. I am beginning this Monday. So if you're interested, let's go. You got this weekend to sign up. If you caught my podcast episode with Lauren Taylor, we have a special offer where you can get a discount. So ask about that. I believe in 2020, you guys. Not to be silly, but truthfully, honestly, why write off this year? So many people have already written off 2020. And guys, we've got a couple months left. So if you want to end 2020, like headed towards your dreams, ready to like strut into 2021 like a boss, this is your chance. $57. Oh my gosh. I charge this. Go look at my website right now. Look up Sparkling Mindset. It's $247. I'm really kind of crazy. I don't know why I'm charging this low, but it's just what I felt. I just want to get this work out there. I want you to get started. I want you to move into 2021 without anything holding you back. 57, guys, you spend that, like I would go on Amazon right now and buy something stupid I don't need for $57. So if you want to change your life, now I'm mad that it's $57 because it's worth thousands of dollars. I paid thousands and thousands of dollars to do this work the first time. I'm offering it at a low price. It's going to go up from here, you guys. It's gonna change drastically. This is the one and only last time I'm offering it as is before this program really gets a kick in the butt in a good way. So there it is, modules, some videos,